I get why the Warriors and Steph Curry did what they did late yesterday into early today. It always feels funny when people do this because it's a trade that we've known about for weeks, but it becomes officially official with the league year, officially official with the signing and the official. And then people can come out with tweets. I saw one funny thing. The Wizards sent out a tweet welcoming Jordan Poole, and with 2 weeks of build-up time, nobody over there thought to superimpose a Washington jersey. They've got a picture of Jordan Poole in his Warriors jersey. So that's that organization, and they're off to a great start. But I do wonder how it felt to Jordan to see all the social media outpouring from the Warriors and Steph Curry, and we'll play you what Steph said here in just a little bit. But gosh, thank you, brother. Thank you, Jordan, for growing up here and for being a champ and being our brother. And we love you so much. And it's almost like there's a whisper beneath what they're saying, which was, we couldn't wait to get you the hell out of town.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for being, we love you. We hope you do well in Washington. We're so glad that you're gone. There's going to be fewer turnovers. You're such a pain in the ass. But thank you so much for your time here.
It's so disingenuous,
We
Mark.
love you. We love you, brother.
It's about as disingenuous as it gets to me. And, you've got, whatever, the trade's been final now for a couple days, and it happened a week or so ago, or even, actually 8 days ago, the trade happened, because we were doing the draft back in June at the Chase Center. Even longer ago than that, actually, because you missed all last week. So it's been 15 days since the trade
That's correct.
actually happened. So just now, we feel like we need to, now that it's official, we're going to send out our video, our thanks for being here, Jordan video.
Thanks.
It feels very disingenuous. And you know what it feels like? It feels exactly like that, like you just did. You were impersonating me and my thanks, which was when I actually was thankful, more thankful than it feels like Steph Curry is.
Well,
but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like a thanks.
I wonder, though, because let's look at it this way. If I'm Jordan Poole and I see all this, there's two ways of looking at it. It's like Steph is sitting here talking, and truly, we'll play this for you here in about 2 minutes. But Steph's talking, and maybe Jordan is thinking, dude, this trade doesn't happen if you wanted me to stay with the Warriors.
Right?
4 weeks ago, you were at your locker saying, and you pointed to me and told Logan Murdoch, right? That guy right there is the key to the whole thing, the future of the Warriors. And then you walked over to Mike Dunleavy's Jr.'s office and you signed off on trading me. Or Jordan might be thinking, dude, you're the only one. No other Warriors come out and did what Steph did. No other Warrior. So at least you said something to make it feel less embarrassing than it's been up to this point. Because what every other Warrior did was go on a podcast and in a passive-aggressive way rip me.
Well, you don't know privately what other Warriors did. And if I'm Jordan Poole and I'm a private individual, and we know that he's a pretty private guy, he's not outgoing, he doesn't have a podcast, he doesn't speak very often. For me, if I'm Jordan Poole in that sphere, it would mean more to me if Kavan called me or Wiggs called me. And you had Kuminga, actually.
Kuminga had a couple of tweets, or
he
Instagram,
had a post
whatever it
on
was.
Whatever, might have been a thread. I'm not sure where we are in this day and age.
Send him a snap. I don't know what he did.
Threaded. Might have been a TikTok. I'd have to Google it to find out. But there was that. For me, if I'm Jordan Poole, it would mean more to me if somebody actually reached out personally, offline, direct, man-to-man.
And I bet a lot of them did. Right. I don't think all his relationships.
I bet you Draymond didn't.
I bet you Wiggins did.
Yeah.
And I bet you, even DiVincenzo's not even on the team anymore.
I bet you Bob Myers did.
Maybe. That's
and we're playing hypothetical text messages here.
Bob Myers, supposedly the one who has been given credit throughout his tenure for being the guy who knows how to smooth over every situation. He couldn't smooth this one over. So I have no idea what that relationship is like.
Well, it was almost unsmoothable unless, and I always think about this if we want to go back in time to October 7th when the punch happens and the punch gets leaked. Like, if you want to play out the two timelines, the real two timelines are timeline one, you don't suspend Draymond Green and the season goes the way it goes, and Jordan Poole plays either disinterested or pouty or both, and you get knocked out by the Lakers. What if you would have suspended Draymond Green for 5 games and he misses ring night? How does that timeline go? Does Draymond Green go in the tank? Do things bubble up in a different way? And we'll never know that timeline. But when we talk about two timelines, Mark, I think about the what if timeline based on what the Warriors chose to do. Because they had a press conference, Steve and Bob and Steph, and they all condemned the action. And they all said this can't happen. And, Draymond was in the wrong. And Steph even said, Jordan Poole has not exhibited any tendency that would have warranted this sort of action from Draymond Green. And yet, here we are, 8 months later, and he's out of town.
Yeah, and by the way, earlier, I'm looking at this for the first time. The Wizards tweeted out a little GIF, short video, 5 seconds long, of Jordan Poole in a Wizards jersey, tossing the ball around to himself. He's got a full beard now.
Wow.
Jordan Poole's got a full beard. He will wear number 13, not number 3, so he's changing his number. And he does not smile at any point in this video. Like, he looks completely disinterested, which might just be the quirky way Jordan is. I don't read anything into that, but it doesn't help him. I mean, I don't know. Look excited. Look happy to be there. Aren't you going to average 27 a game next year? Aren't you? Isn't that what everybody says? So look excited to be there. Here's what Steph had to say on IG Stories.
The trade is actually final. I felt like I come on here and just say to JP how much I appreciate the 4 years, brother. You're a champion. You grew up, right in front of everybody's face in terms of, that first year where it was rough and a lot of injuries, and was trying to find your way to going to the G League and coming back and helping us finish 15-5 down the stretch of that your second year, us winning a championship your third year, and fighting to the end, this past year. So can't wait to see you blossom, big fella. Can't wait to see you shine in your own situation, and just looking forward to, competing, obviously, but being a fan of everything that you become. Good luck to you, and, CP, can't wait to rock with you, brother. It'll be different with us on the same side. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Okay, so there's Steph.
Wow. You want to talk about not enthusiastic.
Is that the first time you heard that?
Yes.
It is. Because
Yes.
I'm looking at you you're all kinds of different facial expressions were happening there.
Well, it's because, you want to talk about mailing it in, and you're mentioning Jordan Poole not being excited or not smiling. That felt to me like
like what?
Not quite hostage video. Yes, I'm very happy with my captors.
Blink twice if Jordan is off screen about to punch you.
I would say one level above, yes, they're being very nice to me. They are being very kind. I'm eating 3 square meals a day. If you play that back, Mark, there's no enthusiasm until he gets to the Chris Paul part.
All right, here we go.
The trade is actually final. I felt like I come on here and just say to JP how much I appreciate the 4 years, brother. You're a champion. You grew up, right in front of everybody's face in terms of, that first year where it was rough and a lot of injuries, and was trying to find your way to going to the G League and coming back and helping us finish 15-5 down the stretch of that your second year, us winning a championship your third year, and fighting to the end, this past year. So can't wait to see you blossom, big fella. Can't wait to see you shine in your own situation, and just looking forward to, competing, obviously, but being a fan of everything that you become. Good luck to you, and, CP, can't wait to rock with you, brother. It'll be different with us on the same side. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
I can't wait to watch you and be a big fan. And he's struggling for words like, man, I'm looking at your Basketball Reference right now, and I can't help but notice that first year when I wasn't playing, what you did, and we finished 15-5, and then the next year, he's basically like reading the man's Wikipedia. There's no emotion in that.
Listen,
I was told contractually that I had to give you 50 seconds of praise.
I think Steph is a good dude.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
I think Steph's intentions come from a really good place. And I don't think in any way, shape, or form he decided, I've got to grit my teeth and say this crap into a phone. If you don't feel it at all, then don't say it. However, when I watch that, there is a thread beneath the whole thing, which is totally in my brain, but I think I'm right. which is to say, in the NBA, when you're that level of a player, nothing with your organization happens without your pen on it.
Right.
Nothing. Okay?
Other than Bob Myers leaving because you have no control over that if he wants to
control
leave.
over other people, but yes. The
Draymond coming back,
transactional?
Steph was a yes.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
So, that's why, and maybe y'all can help us out a little bit, because what I said in my pre-show conversation with the lovely Christy, I said, listen, there's a piece of this that feels a little inauthentic to me. And she said, no, this is completely authentic because this is who Steph is. He wants to be the good guy in every situation. And I said, well, but wanting to be something, that's not authentic. That's branding. So, you know me, I hate sounding this cynical, but I had a hard time viewing the Warriors as an organization and Steph Curry hit the internet as quickly as possible to be, brother, big fella, man, and it's time for you to shine.
Right.
No, it was time for you to go. That's the Warriors' message. And I wonder if it was just better left unsaid.
The lack of enthusiasm in his message, including the a little bit of Bochy in there, and the second Washington
Wizard.
all the best, Jordan. It is Jordan, right?
Nation's capital.
Well, I read his basketball reference, and now I got 5 more seconds to fill. So best of luck. It's just wow.